the stories I could tell. So many of them true.
The stories I could tell, so many of them are true, but a lot of them are made up, so deal with it.
That's so good. Hey, everybody. Jim Cummings here. Welcome to my podcast, Toon'd In with Jim Cummings. We have a great guest for you today. But before we get to that, make sure you like and subscribe. Our podcast has partnered with the largest Comic-Con in North America, Fan Expo, the Juggernaut. We're touring all over North America live, so get your tickets and come be a part of the live audience. It'll be fun. Go to fanexpohq.com for the tickets. We'll see you in a city near you, or a little bit away, but you can drive. And with all that said and done, sit back and enjoy today's episode. And as always, thanks for tuning in to Toon'd In with Jim Cummings.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Toon'd In with Jim Cummings. I am producer Chris, joined as always by the legend himself, Mr. Jim Cummings. How are you doing today?
Fancy meeting you here. So far, so good. Life is good.
Another great day. We have another great episode coming up for you guys today. But before that, just got a couple announcements to make. As you guys know, or may not know, we are doing Toon'd In with Jim Cummings live with Fan Expo this year. That's right.
Yes,
you can come and see us live. And we do the podcast on stage. It's actually a really good time.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Yeah, there will be audience participation, and we'll be counting noses. Yeah. So be there.
And you guys ask a lot of good questions, so it's fun. It kind of changes the dynamic a little bit when we're on stage.
Well, it's nice with a live audience because they're a live audience.
Yeah, exactly.
How about that?
Yeah, we've had some good guests so far on the live tour with Fan Expo. We've had Christopher Judge, my dad. You know, that was a good one up in that was in Portland.
Portland, somewhere. Yeah.
Portland. We had Erica Durance from Smallville up in Calgary, her hometown. That was a great turnout. That was probably the biggest one yet. That was
could be. Yeah,
that was a great one.
I had a lot of fun.
John Rhys Davies. I mean, he's just great as always.
Indy. That was my bad, John Rhys Davies.
But yeah, we have some more dates coming up for you guys. I'll let you know right now. We have the next one that will be available is Chicago, August 14th to the 16th, Fan Expo Chicago. Followed by Fan Expo Canada, which is in Toronto. That is August 27th to the 30th. Followed by Fan Expo Dallas, September 11th to the 13th. And finally, for this year, Fan Expo San Francisco, November 27th to the 29th. So if you're in the area or feel like going on a little road trip,
come on down.
Because people sure do. They come on a nice little road trip. They really do.
And thank you.
Yeah, you'll be able to see us live. And in Chicago, we actually know who the guest is already. We're going to have Mr. T in Chicago.
Yes, and I pity the fool that doesn't show up. That was my bad, Mr. T.
But also happening that weekend, Jim, is big for you because you're doing a little bit of double duty. Also going to D23. You'll be appearing at D23.
Yeah, which is Disney's flagship convention,
yeah.
So to speak, yeah.
And that's, I mean,
it's kind of cool.
I'll tell you something I experienced with you at D23. You are literally like Tom Cruise at D23.
I can't walk around.
You cannot walk around.
It's weird.
That's no exaggeration. Yeah. It's literally like, Mr. Cummings, Mr. Cummings, Mr. Cummings.
Well, that's why I wear a Tom Cruise mask. Yeah. That way, nobody, and then I just rip it off, at the okay.
No, but it's a great time. I love that convention. I mean, it's obviously so Disney.
These are my people.
Yeah.
My people for sure.
But it's like a mega convention that's all focused around Disney. I mean, obviously you have Star Wars, obviously traditional Disney animation.
Yeah. Well, they own Star Wars, Marvel. I mean, everything's Disney.
All the superhero stuff. I mean, it's really cool. They have a lot of cool stuff there.
Yeah. I'm very honored, very blessed.
And it's like, down the street from Disneyland?
Yeah,
so
right out there. You go out that one door and make a right, and then you make a left, and it's right there.
And then you're at the Magic Castle. I mean, it's a really cool convention. So if you guys are, once again, in the area, in Anaheim, I believe it's at the Anaheim Convention Center.
Yeah. It's hop, skip, and a jump from wherever you are.
Yes. So be sure to come see Jim at that, because you'll be doing... I believe you'll be doing a little singing, if I'm not mistaken.
It could be. I've been known to warble.
Yeah, I've been known to warble indeed.
You'll just have to be there and see. How about that?
And with those announcements out of the day, we hope you guys enjoy this episode. We have a really good one coming right at you. And as always, we'll see you in the next one. I want to go back to this library of burps. You can't just drop a phrase like library of burps and then just press right on like it's normal.
That's cartoon gold right there, folks.
We're building that library one burp at a time. Yeah. It's there's short burps, long burps, deep burps, wet burps.
For like reference, so they'll show you one of these?
Sometimes they'll plug it into the temp and then I'll want to recreate it when we record the episode.
One's a beer burp, one's a hungry burp.
or just sort of, an I'm over it burp.
What's an I'm over it burp?
It's one that's sort of in the middle of the sentence.
Example.
You want to hear it? Yeah, okay. You gotta, prep here,
of course.
I don't really care. It's just.
So just you kind of.
Oh, that's good.
It's definitely easier to do it at the beginning of a phrase for me.
That's tasty.
But I will have all manner of bubbly liquid in the booth with me, and I'll just and I'll just chug it and then let it rip, and it has to be right for the scene. Has to be right, but and then at the end of the session, whatever gas I have left in the tank, we'll just leave the mic open. Yes, exactly.
Yes.
And then we'll get a couple different variations. So that's how the library has grown over a few years. And they'll splice them in if they want to burp somewhere that I haven't given them, and then of course I have some flexibility as to where they come up naturally in a line.
Oh,
and that's
yes,
been a lot of fun. Yeah, it wasn't something that they said you have to do this day one. It was something I said, I can start doing these. It's a skill I have. If you want to maintain that part of the character, feel free. I didn't want to overstep my burp limit, but now they welcome it.
Well, it's funny you say that too, because in the progression of the show, like it starts out with like a lot of burping, and then you feel it like taper off, and then I guess maybe pick back up again.
Yeah, I'm not sure why that was, but I have a lot of fun with it, and I think it's fun and appropriate to the character. And so
people like hearing it too. It's a lot of fun.
It is. It's funny. Yeah. There's one real kind
right up there with pull my finger.
Exactly. Yes. I'm glad we don't need to record those.
Yes.
That would be a different skill. I'd probably have to.
Yes. Well, who was it? Michael Rosenbaum.
Yeah.
Michael Rosenbaum.
I do. Yeah.
He has a library of farts. Not joking.
Great.
If you don't believe me, go watch the episode right now. He has a library of farts on his phone. He records all of his farts.
Yes.
Well, we all have those. We just don't share them or use them for our
he
work.
shared them on the podcast.
He doesn't have that problem.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you ever do need one of those one day, hit him up.
Sounds good. I certainly will. Yeah, I let them splice in from a different library. All the Rick farts.
Might be his.
For now. Maybe it is. Yeah, who knows? Farts by
thank you, Michael, wherever you are.
Yeah, right. Thank you.
And you're welcome. That he owes us money now.
You save him on your phone, as fart guy.
Yeah. Fartologist.
Exactly. The burps are a fun part of the character. I use a lot of non-alcoholic beer just because I want to be able to still be standing at the end of a session.
Always a good idea.
Yeah, but there's something about the viscosity of malty beer that is better than soda water or regular soda. Which, for me, it's.
I relied on Coca-Colas and things in the studio
for sure.
And I remember because Taz, he was the one guy that he was ready to he'll burp all day, and I had a little code because I would take a drink, and you can't really just do it just right away. You got to ferment or something, and we had a thing where and then everybody would shut up and oh, that was a good one, Jim. Okay, let us know. And if I'd go like that, they knew everybody had to be quiet. Jim's gonna burp.
That's great.
What, and quit showbiz?
Yeah, you don't want to lose a good burp if you've got one.
No,
stop the process. Yeah.
Carve that into stone.
Well, like it's to me like the affectations and the effects or whatever you want to call them, that's almost like where the heart of voice acting lies for me.
Yes.
Like you can hear just like all affectations, like you can think about like an Arnold Schwarzenegger, like you can almost sound like him without even talking, like,
that's true.
Sylvester Stallone,
Yeah. Oh
like,
God, that's funny.
you know, like those, like, oh.
I think it's because those little impulses, those things that we do as humans, the bodily functions that we have very little control about, are just so relatably human that's why we connect to characters. In those moments,
or even like Bugs Bunny, you know, like, like you hear all these little sounds, you know, they're not even words.
And then the chewing as well.
The chewing, of course.
The little smacking of the lips before,
so many characters. Just
Name that terrible character.
Yeah. What was the dog? Wacky Races.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
that
the
laugh.
wheezing. The wheezing
laugh.
Oh God. Yeah.
I'm just thinking of so many examples now.
Yeah,
but that truly is, like, to me, where a lot of the talent lies. Like, how do you teach that stuff?
Well, even the origins of the iconic doe of Homer is, you know, that was just a grunt, right? And then that becomes a line.
Yeah.
But it's still an exclamation that tied to no real dialogue. That is just
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sounds cool.
Yeah. Fun things that used to get you kicked out of class.
Yeah. But I think that's what people. That's certainly what's requested most at my table at conventions. Is can you do the burp? Are those actually your burps?
So you must have a case of the non-alcoholic beers at conventions.
I do what I can. But it's when I'm burped at. Someone wants to show me their impression. I could do without being burped at. But that's
understandable.
I love
understandable.
I love the interactions. Fans are great.
Oh man!
But maybe, keep the gas on one side of the table. Yeah,
that's a phrase you don't hear like you used to.
Whereas with
I got burped at the other day. Really? Yeah. Oh, damn! Sorry.
If a fan gives you a Taz impression, you just get a free shower.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just spray.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, and I've done that. People, I could do you, and I go, okay, which me are you gonna? I'm the terror that flaps in the night, eh? Or something. I go, wow, it's like Darkwing's in the room. Yeah. Wow, good job.
Fantastic.
You want to get this guy security?
There are some really good ones, though. There are some really good.
That's true.
Some people do have, because, I go along to conventions with Jim. Part of Fan Expo. Did I mention Fan Expo live tour?
I don't know. Did you mention that?
Check it out.
Yeah, that's right.
There'll be some people that come up with really good impressions. But like you were saying at the beginning of the show, like it's, I don't know. I don't like to say easy, because impressions aren't necessarily easy, but easier than finding obviously a full character.
Well, just there's there's a difference between an impression and a voice match, a true voice match, and a director I worked with at one point said that voice matching is choice matching, and that resonated with me. Because it just kind of ties it back into the acting as well.
That makes sense.
You get to the sound by way of getting into the character
for sure.
And I think especially we're in this world of short form content where it's all TikToks, it's all very 15-second videos or less, where people are doing these impressions and maybe getting a lot of views, maybe getting a huge following because of it. And it's important to remember that what is called for in the recording of a series or a feature film is a different skill than the impressions that will make you laugh for 15 seconds on TikTok.
Yeah.
And there's a lot more that goes into being able to do that long term and carry it beyond that one line or two.
Yeah, and then I think in what you just said, there lies the difference between, there are impressionists who make, a career and a living out of just doing impressions.
And it's remarkable work.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it's just a different skill.
Yeah, we've had a few on this podcast, I mean, to me, I wouldn't even, he has so many good credits that it's like almost insulting to call him an impressionist, but I'm thinking of James Arnold Taylor, where his impressions are just like...
Right on the money.
He does, if you guys want to watch it, he did this thing on the podcast. He used to have this one-man show where he would go up, and he starts at one impression of he starts at like Marty McFly or something.
Yeah.
And he does a full monologue, but throughout the monologue, he switches without ever saying the characters or the actors or the celebrities and just rolls through like all these different, like Robin Williams, of course you have to get...
Hey, Chief.
Christopher Lloyd.
Christopher Lloyd, so many different ones. Obviously, who's the one that Christopher Walken, just... all these impressions, and it's just seamless. Like you can kind of like, okay, it's starting to change, and then I know that voice.
Right. Some are so easy to transition between as well, because the way that an actor would approach one voice might be very similar to how they approach another one. Like I can go kind of into Jeff Goldblum, you know, and then I might go into, you know.
So is he becoming a more person to give impressions of? Because we had somebody on
Caliendo.
Was it Frank Caliendo?
Frank Caliendo's he's
it
really
was Frank
talented.
Caliendo. I think it was who did his Jeff Goldblum, and I was like, I've never heard like that's kind of like a random person to impersonate, you know, like. And now here it is a second time.
All right.
So
well,
he's
darn. I thought I was doing something original. I was like,
sorry to
and I'm also
Jeff Goldblum was.
right. So I am
give him credit.
I am also probably borrowing from the impressionists I've heard as well, or maybe sometimes my impression will start with another person's impression. Like I like to do a Carl Sagan, but I probably have to credit Will Sasso with some of his old vines that he did of Carl Sagan in terms of how I get into mine. But you know,
how many stars are there up there?
Well, there's billions and billions of stars.
Just curious,
which is actually not that far off from like doing a Kermit.
That's a good
you can
Kermit
do, you know.
right
Thank you.
I'm sure Carl would appreciate that analogy. Robert Ducky, I love billions and billions of stars. Ooh.
Billions of Muppets
Yeah.
among the cosmos.
I hope somebody out there remembers Carl Sagan. You know,
so.
if not, you do
If
now.
not, maybe
If you
I can
don't,
embody that
Google
character
right now.
Yeah, that's right. Google him right now. Google us too while you're at it. Oh, awesome!
I love seeing how your face lights up doing these impressions. Do you have a favorite one?
I'm doing them right now. I love what I do. I mean, just and it's I mean I don't know. And as an actor, as much as I love the spotlight, I still get shy doing them. You know, it's but yeah, I love the Muppets, so I can go through the Muppets. I could probably do some sort of monologue or whatever, transitioning through the Muppets as
you should do it,
but all the different ones. You know, one after another.
Do we dare ask Miss Piggy?
Watch it, Buster. It's all these require a little bit of work.
Yeah,
I mean, again, the difference between an impression and being able to do it. But I don't know.
Who's your favorite Muppet?
Animal, probably.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Animal.
Yes.
Drums.
And he plays drums.
Yeah.
Gotta love it.
Wonderful on the halftime show yesterday at the World Cup, by the way. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You did fantastic. Yeah.
Oh, God. Yeah. I forgot about that. Oh, painful. And Fozzie.
Fozzie. Oh, man. That's probably one that I need to work on a little bit.
Waka.
Waka waka.
Yeah,
there you go. There he is.
I mean, and I will say, like, I don't know, early influences. Frank Oz is definitely up there.
Yeah, that's true.
Muppets, but also, of course, Yoda, and
Yes, that's true.
Or do not. There is no try.
That's pretty damn good.
It's it's breathier than you would think. I think there's a lot of Yodas out there that are kind of, I don't know, a little too vocal, like
and then then that really does sound like
maybe a Fraggle Rock character or something like that.
But that's right.
But the if you actually go back and watch Empire, it's
breathier and a bit more wise.
I feel.
Yes,
so
that's true. Yeah, you're right about the breathier part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it even changed in the movies from the original.
Sure.
Whatever. What was it? 4, 5, 6, and 1, 2, 3.
Right. Well, and I think that's again, how we in our minds remember a character,
right,
or even a line being said. I mean, even the "No, I am your father" being remembered as "Luke, I am your father." Right? I mean, that's such a misconception.
I'm a big. Have you heard of the theory that we're just split into a different timeline? I swear that it was that.
Right. It's the
Mandela
Mandela
I can go back
effect
and watch it, and it'll be you're right.
Right.
But I'm like, no, the whole timeline switched.
Right.
No, it said that before.
And it changes the actual lines in our minds. I think it's the same can be said for the actual how the voice actually sounds, and so we have these ideas of the
Wait, what was the actual line then? When he revealed his
he says,
genealogy?
"No, I am your father."
Yeah, he doesn't say Luke.
Oh, he doesn't say Luke.
Yeah, he's talking to Luke, and I suppose if it were written down, you'd have the brackets around Luke for context, but it's "No, I am your father."
Yeah. They changed it. We split.
And then he said, "What do you think about that?" And then kicked him off. No, it's just, as a fan edit or something.
Yeah.
But there's lots of I don't know. There's lots of nuance in doing these voices that I think it'll come back to listening for me. It's going back to the source material if you're doing a voice match. I feel like I'm curious when not to just talk about Winnie the Pooh, but what was your approach to the voice match of that specifically? Was it like how, like I guess mechanically, how do you find your Winnie the Pooh?
Well, I've said before, I think it's important to be able to, to grunt or to breathe or to strain or do, anything, and say, oh, well, that sounds like Winnie the Pooh lifting something very heavy, lifting a piano or something, And if you can get that, then you can ease into the singing or just the dialogue, And Pooh's an interesting one because Sterling Holloway, that was just him speaking. He was Kaa the snake in Jungle Book, and and he was the Cheshire Cat in Alice in Wonderland, and they were all very similar. But I always said the Cheshire Cat is Pooh on acid, and Kaa is evil Pooh.
Okay,
and so those kind of colorize the whole thing, and whereas with Pooh, he's kind of clueless bear, but with a very big heart.
Sure. I find that it's more difficult to emulate someone's actual natural speaking voice. That's why what drove my question was because it was closer to Sterling's speaking voice, right? So
that's how he spoke when he, I've told a story before. I was down in Laguna Niguel a million years ago, and the waitress, that looked like nobody was there. I was having lunch, and the waitress walks across the room and she says, have we decided what we're going to have yet? I believe I shall have the chowder. And I'm thinking, Winnie the Pooh. And I looked up and there he was.
Yeah.
There was Sterling. And it was way before I was ever in the business. So and I wish that I went up and said something, anything to him. Something like this, intelligent like that.
Right.
And but no, I had to go back and sit down and I ordered the chowder.
Yeah.
Just in case.
Just to emulate him.
Yeah, just to emulate.
Yeah. Just to, I have to eat exactly what he eats.
That's right. Yeah. No, I had no idea I would ever, Pooh was gone for, I've told it before, Pooh was gone for like 20 some years when they brought him back in the 80s.
Sure.
So,
But we hear the voice as character, but so many of those iconic voices from years past were just these individuals' voices, and a lot of
very true. Like Slim Pickens was one, and Gopher. He wasn't that far away from. Oh my God, I'm going to forget his name. Okay, cut that out. But Paul Winchell, when you talk to him, God rest his soul, but I mean, he sounded a lot like Tigger. He was, well, kid, I got to tell you something, kid. I tell you, and that was just him talking.
Right.
Andy Devine was Eddie Valiant. That was an old cowboy star. That's just him talking.
Yeah. So. My friends tell me more and more lately that I sound more like Rick. I don't know if I'm being taken over by the character or they're just listening for it. Maybe they're now just associating. So they're quick to call me out on it, or maybe it's seeping into my everyday. It just sort of closer and closer to the register. I mean,
oh gosh.
So I don't know. Ooh, for better or worse.
Yeah. Well, it could be worse. You could be Taz, and that would. Ooh, you could still understand Rick.
There's moments in traffic when I feel like Taz.
Yeah.
I think it's still relatable.
I think that's true. That is so true.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you enjoy when you go to, I assume, conventions are part of your repertoire now?
I do.
Because people like hearing it.
Yes.
Speaking of.
Yeah, well, it is the fan response. I mean, look, we're where we are, any of us, because people love the media that we are a part of and are lucky enough to help create, and they respond to it. And so, again, voice acting being such an isolating kind of job,
so true.
Having that audience, or at least the feedback from meeting people and seeing how a show like ours has resonated all over the world. I mean, and any of our characters, there's people that connect to them and love them, and that's really just an incredible experience to meet people who have received your work and appreciate it, and to then be able to make them laugh live is really fun. It's unlike anything else. I will say, before I met you, before this was ever something that I thought I'd be doing, I said early on when I did my first couple conventions, I said, this is great. I'm still kind of odd to be showing up and put my name on a piece of paper. And, it's a very odd interaction. I have
to agree with you there.
And I said early on to my wife, I said, I don't know. I hope people appreciate that I'm here. I hope people appreciate Rick and Morty. It's not like I'm Winnie the Pooh or Jim Cummings. I can't go to a hospital and make some kid's day. I feel like I'd be like burping in someone's face and going, but luckily I've turned a page on that. But I was thinking, I would think so. Yeah, it's
very
different.
meaningful.
I mean, I can't go to schools as Rick, but that's a good thing. But I think that's it's like, gee, I don't know who's going to connect with this character on the level of that. And the truth is a lot of people do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's just the coolest thing to see is people who say, this show was there for me when I was going through this dark time, or it's the only show that, I can relate to my kids. They're away at college, but we watch it, from far,
that's great.
And it's like stuff like that is just, God, we're so lucky to be able to do what we do, So,
amen.
Yeah. But the conventions are fun. Some are better than others. Some are,
amen to that.
Yeah.
And the better ones are Fan Expo. Did I mention that we have a live tour with Fan Expo this year?
Yes.
Check it out.
I didn't know that. Oh, wait. Yes, I did. Fan Expo. Is that the Fan Expo you mean, Fan Expo?
That's the Fan Expo indeed.
Oh, Fan Expo. Wow. Have you been to Fan Expo?
I've been to
okay, we're done. Yeah. Okay, well, next thing. All right, move on. Sorry.
Yeah. No, but I mean, it's a really unique opportunity to be able to go to all these different cities, places that I never knew I'd travel to. Mm-hmm. And
so true.
And I've also been so surprised to seen my schedule going, man, who would be at this convention? And it turns out a lot of people. Mm-hmm. And it's a big deal for them, and it's a really special weekend for them. They save up all year. It's rare that there's a lot of people that can't just come to LA and become jaded when you see a celebrity just walking down the street.
Right.
No, it's a big deal for people to meet their these iconic roles in person. And so it's been fun to be on the tour a little bit,
Well, it's interesting, you could go to different places like Mobile, Alabama, or Dothan, somewhere, and people come up and say, well, we had to drive for 4 hours, but we finally made it. And I'm thinking, God bless you.
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what. Then I just spend too much time with those people because it's like, okay, well, here you go. Tell your story walking. You don't want to do that.
No.
You want to give them something to hang their hat on, so they can go home and have a story.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Another aspect about conventions that I think is really cool is the green room. Like not only do you get to meet the fans, but like you get to meet people that you look up to, and love their work.
Yeah, we're fans first, right? I mean,
exactly.
Well, that's kind of how I was when I met you first, Jim.
Oh, jeez. Well, there's nothing like being ignored by William Shatner. He knows.
Yeah, no kidding.
He knows how to ignore you.
Can I tell my Shatner story?
3 or 4 times now.
No, he's a great guy.
Should I tell my?
I was talking about me.
Oh, wait, yeah.
He's not a great guy to me.
Oh, yeah. Wow, that's true.
I embarrassed myself with William Shatner when I first met him.
Well, you're not alone.
Well, we were in the green room, leaving a convention. It was the last day, and we were a bunch of us were just kind of sitting around and checking our phones, and he was waiting for his driver, and he said, I don't know where I'm supposed to go to meet. Oh. Should I do it, Shatner? Don't know where I'm supposed to go.
Please. Yeah, you have to shat.
Right, exactly.
Please give us some shat every time you're shatting.
Thank you, Pooh. And I just looked up and I said, they don't just beam you out of here. And before I had stopped saying that, he said, that's not worther of you. Didn't even look up.
Oh, didn't even look up.
That's not worthy of you.
That's it. That's right.
Yeah.
He'd heard it all.
Oh gosh. Okay, now I'll tell my stupid story. Many years ago, it's got to be like 10 years ago or so, I was at a convention and he was in there and I get in and he kind of acknowledged me. I was so proud. And and these kids come in, like 3 or 4, 17, 18, 20, I don't know, get in and they see him there and I'm just standing there. They don't know who the hell I am. And they're going to the top floor and they said it. Beam me up, Scotty.
Oh, no.
And he's sitting there and his cover is that he's looking at a book and he's like this and he looks at me like. Like it was kind of like the most long-suffering, horrible
this
horrible
again.
experience.
Oh my goodness!
give me strength. So I don't know, but yeah, there are worse problems, I think.
Sure.
Than being William Shatner.
But I mean, that's decades of not being able to ride an elevator without somebody saying.
Okay, I'm going to tell my other half story. A good friend of ours, William Shatner, moved next door to him. Okay. Do I dare mention Chess's name? Okay, I won't mention Chess's name, but he did. So Chess lives in a nice neighborhood. In case you can't figure that out,
sure.
And everybody knows. Well, William Shatner's movie. He's up there in the fancy. Okay, so Chess goes over, and he knocks on the door, and Shatner opens the door, and he's got his tea, and he's stirring his tea, and he goes, "Hey, how you doing, Bill? Yeah, I live next door, and I'm Jess, and blah, blah, blah. And it's, I just want to welcome you to the hood. Good to see you, man. Oh, wow, you're you, and ooh, so just thought I'd just, I wanted to come and say, hi, and anyway, and he's going to go, now, you're not going to just pop over, right? No. And he gets it. So
it's hilarious.
So would you like his address so that in case you wanted to pop over?
Yeah, just pop over there.
Yeah,
beam over. Yeah.
Okay, I don't know it. So sorry, kids at home. I'm looking up at the thing. I'm looking up at the security camera instead of this one. Sorry, I don't have it.
I know that blinking light keeps messing with me too.
Yeah.
I've got camera 4 right here.
Yeah.
This is my
you've got
side
your
camera.
own.
There
That's
we go.
right.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Well, I think it's
funny.
that time in the show that we do a little game that we like to play. Ooh. I don't know if you're aware of this game.
I'm aware.
You are? The voice swap game?
Yes, it is.
Fun.
All right. So I'll explain for all of you out there who don't know the rules. This voice swap game is fairly simple. Jim will do one of his iconic voices, one of the catchphrases, stay as sweet as honey, keep on bouncing, I'm the terror that flaps in the night. You get the point. Mm-hmm. And then, Ian, you will repeat that line in one of your character voices, and we will go vice versa. How does that sound?
Sounds good to me.
Mm-hmm. All right. How about we bust out Hondo Ohnaka, Star Wars, Clone Wars, Rebels. I don't think he's been there for a while.
He hasn't. Yeah.
Okay. Could be wrong. This is pensive Hondo. Oh, the stories I could tell. So many of them true.
The stories I could tell, so many of them are true, but a lot of them are made up, so deal with it.
That's so good.
That's a very fitting line for Rick.
It really is.
It's a nice dose of nihilism as well. Yeah.
Okay, now it's your turn to throw one at me, and I have to figure out who to respond.
All right, let's go with a classic line.
Let's get riggedy wrecked.
Ooh, who should that be? Maybe Pooh.
Maybe Pooh.
Let's get riggedy wrecked on honey.
On honey.
On honey, of course.
Wait, can you say that as Tigger as well? Because I feel like Tigger would say that. Tigger would say that.
Let's get riggedy wrecked. Ooh.
I love that.
Tigger goes to college.
Morty, we're going to the 100-acre wood. That's great. They have a place called the Pooh Sticks Bridge.
Yeah,
it's great.
Yeah. Here, have a stick. Oh, sorry, it's Pooh stick. But boom. Classed up the place here. Man, thanks for being here.
Hey, thank you.
Wait, let's do one more. I want to hear.
Yeah.
Can you? I want to hear if you. Well, I know you can, but if you would, please do one as the boss hog. I like that version. Of Rick.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Oh yeah. Okay.
All right. Do you have a
what's like who's like a boss hog type character?
The line. There's like a catchphrase for the character that is
get your mouth around it.
Sorry, Jim.
Get your mouth rounded. Wow.
Okay.
He's talking about gumbo.
We need to go.
Gumbo.
We need to go far down the IMDb list for this one. Who's your most obscure character we can think of?
Okay. Well, speaking of gumbo, Leatherhead. He's a Cajun.
Okay.
Let's get your mouth rounded. Oh yeah. Okay.
Fitting.
Good night, everybody.
For some reason, the only thing going through my mind is...
We know the only thing.
No, I'm thinking of that scene in Pulp Fiction.
Oh God.
With Ving, what's his name? Ving Rhames, right?
Yeah.
When he's tied up in the basement in the dungeon, and for some reason I'm picturing Leatherhead saying that as the culprit.
Either that or Deliverance.
Right.
Remember the old classic? Oh, never mind. This one over here has a pretty mouth. Okay.
I don't know why my mind went there.
And on that note,
Still I just got home from Costa Rica taking ayahuasca for a week, so I'll blame it on
There
that.
you go. There you go.
that's great.
It's still lingering in there.
That sounds yeah.
I just got back from Costa Rica. Did a bunch of ayahuasca for a week.
Sounds like a line that someone would say. Yeah.
It does.
Hopefully I get in trouble for
Cracks
that
me
one.
up. What a great character.
I'm sharing that with my group
fun.
chat. When this comes out, I'm sharing that with my group chat. They're going to love it. Thank you.
That's good.
Shout out to
Super fun.
Rhythmia crew.
Have fun at Fan Expo.
Hey, did you mention Fan Expo?
I mean,
Oh, yeah. Where
funny.
can we find you? What do you got coming up?
oh yeah. So I will also. I mean, this will air after, but I will be at San Diego Comic-Con this week. So
Right on,
maybe see you
right
down
on.
there. So hope you all enjoyed that. Hope I got to meet you. Yeah, I got a lot of fun things going on with Adult Swim down at San Diego. There's we've got a
nice.
panel. We've got a lot of stuff at the Green. And
So you're going to have a potty mouth.
probably.
See, yeah.
We didn't bring this up, but is Solar Opposites a part of that?
So different network, different show,
Different network, huh? I didn't know
similar
that.
vibe,
Oh,
great
Solar
crew.
Opposites is Hulu?
Yes,
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah, wonderful crew over there that
Yeah.
put that show together. I'm not sure if they've got a presence this year down there, but what I will say is that we have a spin-off of Rick and Morty called President Curtis that is set to premiere soon as well. So, you can find those announcements. There's going to be some cool buzz down in San Diego
Spin-off,
about that.
eh?
Yeah,
And
just as
featuring.
featuring Keith David.
Oh,
an
wow.
amazing,
Oh, love
legendary.
Keith David.
Yes, he's incredible.
He's a pal.
He plays President Curtis, and yeah, he's
Nice.
He is a wonderful individual.
You've got to meet him. I heard
Oh.
you on a podcast, and that was years ago, but you hadn't got to meet him, so you have now.
I have met Keith. Yeah, we did some press for that show and Rick and
Yeah.
Morty last Comic-Con. I told him the Shatner story.
Yes.
I have never been laughed at for longer, deeper, or louder by anyone
Yeah,
else
yeah.
Than Keith laughing at my interaction. Just
Yeah,
why would
yeah.
you do that?
Oh, that's
and then,
great.
And then, yeah, are you giving Shatner a line reading? He kept repeating
Yeah.
that
That was
line.
a pretty
Yeah.
good Keith.
He's I don't even want to attempt just because his voice is just so
Yeah.
iconic.
Oh,
Like,
yeah. It's
I mean,
like
just incredible.
he did the whole narration for jazz, Ken
Yeah.
Burns Jazz.
Yes.
It was magnificent.
And he just released a new jazz album himself.
yeah.
which I listened to. I really enjoyed
And
it.
he killed me in Princess and the Frog.
That's right. That's right.
Thanks, Keith. But
Oh, all good friends.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, just as season 9 wraps up, we will be launching with President Curtis, I believe, and also season 9 recently got an Emmy nomination.
Yes, congratulations.
We just want to put out there just testament to the entire crew and team behind Rick and Morty.
100 years forever. We're back, baby.
And there's so many people whose talent is being recognized with that nomination that I just want to shout out to the show. So and so grateful. So
Absolutely. And it's
Well
funny.
done.
It's funny you joke about the 100 years though, but we're literally sitting with Winnie the Pooh is 100 years old.
Yeah.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
it's possible.
Yeah,
possible.
this is a whole nother tangent, but I really think that we live in an era where characters are bigger than the portrayals of them. Like, especially with like superheroes and everything.
yeah.
Like,
Thank you.
characters
Yes.
have been elevated so high these days.
But thank you for saying that, because it also puts voice matching in context as well, which is that there are many people who contribute to the character of Rick, who contribute
yeah.
to Winnie
Sure.
the Pooh, who there are so many artists, human artists, who are contributing to the amazing art and media that we
Yeah.
love and appreciate. And
Yeah, and I love
lucky to
that
be the
style of
voice.
art too. That
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
like just shock therapy.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Oh man. Well, thanks for being here, brother.
Thank you so much
Appreciate
for
it.
having me.
Yeah, thank you
chatting
so
with you.
much. That was great.
Thank you.
That was great.
Yes.
And thank you all out there for watching. We really appreciate it. We're glad to be back in the saddle here, bringing you some new stuff. As always, I'm producer Chris, the legend himself, Mr. Jim Cummings. Ian Cardoni, thank you again so much for being here.
So much.
And if you like that you want to see more, we have good news for you. We're on Patreon where you can find, we include like a little bit of bonus footage from these episodes. It's a little longer and you get it a week early on Patreon. So if you can't wait another week for it to come out on YouTube or Spotify, Apple Music, all that good Apple Podcasts, all that good stuff, then you can sign up for the Patreon and check it out there. We have bonus interviews that we don't even air anywhere else. So if you like that, then go check that out. And once again, I'm going to read this list of Fan Expo appearances because that is a lot of fun this year.
Be there.
We're doing the podcast live, as mentioned throughout the podcast, and the dates that are coming up just one more time. The next one you'll find us at is Fan Expo Chicago, August 14th to the 16th. Fan Expo Canada in Toronto, August 27th to the 30th. Fan Expo Dallas, September 11th to the 13th, and Fan Expo San Francisco, November 27th to the 29th, with a possibility of adding some more dates. And these do extend into next year, but you're going to have to wait until later in the year. It's still summer. Calm down. We'll announce them later. But be sure to check us out if you're in the area. It's a good time. You get to participate. We take some questions, depending on the venue. If it's too many people, then we don't take questions. But there is a chance, your voice can be heard. And with all that said and done, thank you again so much for watching. Honestly, we could not do this without you guys. You guys have been such a solid support. We're 3 years in now, believe it or not. 3 years. I just got a notification on YouTube the other day. Like a week or two ago, I got a notification. It said, you posted your first video on YouTube, 3 years ago. And so, it's been quite the journey. I'm very blessed, Jim, to have this opportunity.
Congratulations.
It's been great.
Same here.
And once again, it's honestly because of all you guys. So be sure to like and subscribe. Honestly, I know it sounds cheesy, but it really does help the algorithm. It helps us. It helps you find more of what you like. And I will stop yammering now. We will see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good stuff. Thanks, man.
Yeah, thanks so much, Jim. Yeah,
Very,
Chris,
very cool.